Krabi is one of the most epic places in all of Thailand, if you plan your trip right. I've visited many times over the last few years, including 2 visits in 2025, and I've found that most travel guides actually miss out on some of the best things to do. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to spend an epic 3 days in Krabi, including the best beaches, islands, and temples to visit, the only boat trips actually worth doing, as well as the town's best nightlife spots. And I've also included a free map of Krabi for you to download so you can see exactly where everything is. If there's one thing you must do in Krabi, it's hop on a boat to explore the stunning nearby islands. But with over 200 islands in the region, which are the best to visit? Well, I've narrowed it down to 3 groups of islands that are actually worth exploring. The most popular islands to explore by far are the EPIC Islands, and hundreds of people leave the Krabi mainland each day to visit them. On this trip, you'll see some of the most iconic spots in Thailand, including Maya Bay, Monkey Beach, and the Emerald Lagoon. But while the EPIC Islands are definitely worth visiting, by visiting from the Krabi mainland, you have to endure longer travel times in a noisy speedboat, which leaves you less time to explore each location that you'll visit on the trip. So if you're planning to visit the EPIC Islands at a later date, I would give this one a miss from Krabi. But what if I told you there were actually a group of islands that were much closer to the mainland and equally as stunning, but far less explored? The first islands you can explore on day 1 are home to one of the most fascinating beaches in the whole of Thailand. The island of Koh Gai and Koh Tup are connected by a white sandbar beach. At low tide, you can freely walk across these 2 stunning islands. Next, you'll take a short boat ride to the best snorkeling spot in Krabi, known as Koh Gai or Chicken Island. These coral reefs are home to a beautiful array of tropical fish, including parrotfish, angelfish, and clownfish. Despite being one of the most iconic images of southern Thailand, the next island is not very well known. It has a towering limestone cliff face jutting straight out the ocean, and it's home to almost untouched white sands. It's called Koh Poda, and it has some of the bluest waters you've ever seen. This group of islands is known as the Krabi Islands, and if you want to maximize your time, these islands are your best bet because they're only a 20 to 30 minute boat ride away from the mainland. But there is another group of islands known for their stunning beaches. They're a little bit further away, taking around 45 minutes to an hour, but the boat ride itself is one of the most stunning in the country as you glide past the towering mountains of Krabi on the coastline. Once you arrive, you'll find calm, sheltered bays perfect for swimming thanks to the natural protection from the surrounding cliffs. You get insane views of the island below by hiking up to the viewpoint overlooking the island. For the best views in Krabi, hike up to the island's viewpoint and soak in a panorama that will make your jaw drop. This is the Hong Island, and the thing that makes this island stand out to me is its beautiful lagoon. The Emerald Lagoon on the EPIC Islands is one of the most famous spots in Thailand, but it does get overcrowded, and I've even been there when boats have to form a queue to get in. But here at the Hong Islands, the lagoon is much less explored, plus you can actually get out here and swim, which you can't do in the Emerald Lagoon on the EPIC Islands. You can find more info about these islands by downloading my map below. You should arrive back on the mainland just in time to catch the sunset at Ao Nang Beach, but in the evening, it's time to hit the town. Probably the best and cheapest place to experience Thai food in Krabi is at Landmark Night Market. Here you'll be able to sample all of the most delicious Thai dishes and street food, including noodles, fried chicken, curries and rotis, and wash it down with a few beers. Whilst Krabi is not known for having quite as wild a nightlife as places like Phuket or Koh Phangan, there is still plenty going on in town, and all of the best spots can be found in Ao Nang. Day 2. Krabi is home to arguably the single best beach to explore in Southeast Asia. Its beauty comes from its towering mountain backdrop with stunning cliff faces at either end of the beach, and the colourful array of longtail boats arriving in and out of the beach. This beach is secluded from the mainland roads, meaning you must take a boat to access it, so it has still largely managed to maintain its natural beauty, even though it's one of the more popular spots. This is Riley Beach, but when most tourists visit, they just kind of pull up, take a few photos, and leave, missing out on what truly makes the area special. The reason I like Riley so much is that it's an adventure lover's paradise. There are some fantastic hiking routes around here that will take you through the jungle, and these are the best spots to try and catch a glimpse of some of the island's most elusive wildlife. If you've already spent a bit of time in Thailand, you've probably already seen this type of monkey called a macaque, but Raleigh is home to a much rarer type of monkey. They are much friendlier than the macaque, so far less likely to attack. They travel in troops, so you can try to spot them from a distance by seeing them play with each other in the tree branches. They're called dusky leaf monkeys, and they can be identified for their black fur and white rings around their eyes and mouth. But if that's not adventurous enough for you, Raleigh is home to some of the best rock climbing spots in Southeast Asia. Remember those towering cliff faces I keep going on about? Well, it's actually possible to climb up them to get a bird's eye view of the beach below. And even if you've never done rock climbing before, there are some awesome routes open to complete beginners. If that's not your thing, you can also explore inside the mountains. Diamond Cave will take you deep inside the mountains as you can admire the maze of rock formations that have formed over millions of years. If you keep exploring past the caves, you'll find a number of other hidden beaches to explore that most tourists are unaware even exist. Raleigh East is known for its eerie looking mangrove forests and mountain views, but my favorite beach on Raleigh has to be Pranang Beach. Boats aren't allowed to pull up here, so this is by far the best beach to swim on. It has beautiful turquoise colored waters, and you can even kayak out past the huge rock laying off the coast. And if you hang around Raleigh in the evening, you can check out some of the chillest beach bars in the country. Raleigh Walking Street is a sandy road that leads directly off Raleigh Beach, and here you can find some wooden beach bars perfect for a few beers. Or if you want to see something truly unique, Krabi is home to the Blue Dragon Cabaret Show, an hour-long musical and dance show with a twist. All of the performers in the show are transgender ladyboys known as couture. This is one of the biggest shows in southern Thailand, and this is known for its mix of Thai and Western cultures. On day 3, I want to take you to some of the less explored places on the Krabi mainland. Despite being much less explored than some of the beaches we've seen so far, these places are just as stunning, especially if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous. The first thing you'll realize as you explore the mainland is that the landscapes here are like nothing you've ever seen before. The mountain landscapes that you saw at the beach continues further back, and the drive to the first site will take you on a journey through the mountains. The first destination of the day is one of the most sacred temples in southern Thailand with some stunning mountain views. As you arrive, you'll be greeted by a steep climb up the 1,260 steps, which is a challenging climb, but you can stop along the way to admire some of the shrines and monuments. At the top of the staircase, visitors are greeted by a large golden Buddha statue and a small pagoda. The summit offers breathtaking 360-degree panoramic views of Krabi's lush rainforest, limestone cliffs, and distant islands. Just a short drive away from Tiger Cave Temple, you'll find a jungle hike that leads to something truly unique, a natural hot spring surrounded by a lush forest. The spring has formed a series of crystal clear turquoise pools that look unreal. The most famous of these is the Emerald Pool, known for its bright green and blue water that gets its color from the minerals in the nearby limestone hills. It's an amazing place to take a dip and soak up the natural beauty. But one of the most unique experiences on the Krabi mainland will take you to the mangrove forests. The mangrove forests in Krabi are coastal areas with special trees that thrive in salty water, providing important habitats for wildlife and protecting the shoreline. These forests were actually a filming location for last year's latest Jurassic Park movie, and it's easy to see why. These rugged landscapes feel like a completely different world. There might not be any dinosaurs here, but you might see a few huge monitor lizards or snakes even, so make sure not to fall in. And the best way to explore these areas is by renting a kayak. You can do this on your own or on a guided tour, which will take you through the mangroves, jungles, and rivers. But there's one more epic beach that we need to explore that most tourists never visit. About a 30-minute drive from Ao Nang is a stunning beach with amazing views of the Hong Islands in the distance. This might be the most peaceful beach in the whole of Krabi, and if you visit here, make sure you finish the day at Dragon View Bar. This is a jungle treehouse on the top of a mountain, and this is the best place in Krabi to catch the sunset as it sets over the Hong Islands in the distance. If you want to know exactly where each of these locations is, make sure to download my Krabi map from the link below. But knowing what to do in Krabi is just one piece of the Thailand puzzle. Check out this video here to find a day-by-day breakdown with all the best things to do on a 2-week Thailand trip.